When playing sports, there can be no guarantee that a person will not get injuries. These injuries can range from not so serious, such as slight knee pain and headaches, to the severe injuries such as concussions, brain injuries, and bone breakages. It is reported by gpoutcome that basketball and American football cause the most injuries in high school students nowadays, with the average number of issues per year from 2002 to 2014 being 190,589 students and 118,886 respectively. Today, we'll be talking about what consequences can occur when playing sports recklessly, no matter how harmless it may sometimes seem, and how to prevent such injuries.
Concussions can occur when playing sports, and the head and skull are knocked around or moved too forcefully. They can be diagnosed through many different signs. For example, blurred vision, sensitivity to light and noise, slurred speech, constant headaches, and vomiting, to name a few. As reported by WebMD, with lesser symptoms such as light headaches and slight dizziness, normally hospital trips are not needed. However, if serious symptoms occur, such as problems with memory and nonstop headaches, most patients are advised to visit a doctor. In severe conditions, if the victim is unresponsive and won't wake up, has difficulty staying awake, has bleeding from the ears or such other symptoms, it is necessary to call emergency services to help the patient, who will be checked for brain injuries.
Other injuries can occur when sports are played recklessly. For example, many budding young sports players suffer disastrous injuries while starting out their sporting careers. Take the case of a young student who is being tutored by Ryan Basin, who wrote an article containing this story for the Washington Post. He was tutoring a young boy who loved to play baseball. However, he constantly had back problems, yet he soldiered on. When finally checked by a doctor, he was diagnosed with a spinal stress fracture caused by all the baseball he had played. These young athletes don't want to acknowledge that they may acquire serious injuries, ones that will hamper them for life, just by playing the sports that they love without having care for their own health. Here in Mongolia, in July every year, a festival called Natum takes place. Horse races, wrestling, and archery are some of the biggest attractions. Many children are injured in the almost unsupervised horse races, and the wrestlers can be seriously injured during fights. When playing sports, especially those with large amount of physical contact, athletes must learn how to play it safe.
The University of Rochester's Medical Center has some strong advice on how to avoid incidents while playing sports. They advise against improper or poor training practices and improper warm-up or stretching practices before sporting events and exercises. To prevent injuries, they give the following advice. First, cool down properly after exercise or sports. It should take 2 times as long as your warm-ups. Stay hydrated. Drink water to prevent dehydration, heat exhaustion, and heat stroke. Rest when tired. Avoid exercise when you're tired or in pain. If you do sustain a sport injury, make sure you participate in adequate rehabilitation before resuming strenuous activity. Those are very strong guidances on how to avoid sport injuries, written by Trina Bellendier and Thomas Joseph. With adequate training and correct methods of practice, injuries such as concussions and bone breakages can be easily avoided. Thank you for watching.